A lot of people ask why. Why have a reformed felons panel? Is it glorifying the street life, the criminal mindset? And in my humble opinion, I feel like it's necessary to educate, and who better to educate than people who graduated from the streets. So I chose these panel members as well as the members from the judicial system because I thought this would be a great opportunity to educate not only people that are on the way to jail, and I say that because obviously if you're committing a crime, it's just a matter of time before you find yourself incarcerated, but also the people that have re-entered society and are struggling and need different assistance, need different services, and as well as the people who are in the judicial system. So I felt it was very necessary to have this because when you look at the statistics, and I'm not a big numbers guy, my wife's my accountant, but when you look at the statistics, the numbers show that the U.S. leads the world in incarceration, and we're supposed to be one of the most advanced societies. So there's some disconnect there. And then when you look at Pennsylvania specifically, people that go to jail come home and recidivate at a 67% rate, which is basically, if you were sitting in a row of 10 people, only 3 of you guys will successfully re-enter society. Out of that 67%, 75% of those people recidivate in the first 18 months. So if we can lower that number, especially here in York County, I feel like we can be the leaders for the whole state of Pennsylvania. And I say that humbly because obviously I brought 2 people from Philadelphia, 2 people from the DMV area, as well as New York and Florida as well, because again, this is an important conversation. So before we jump in and start painting this picture, I want to give ADA Steph Lombardo a chance to come and share some of the things that the DA's office is doing, some of the things that the DA's office is representing, and exactly what they do and do not stand for. Because I for one knew that when I was committing crimes, I didn't fully understand the ramifications. And when I got in front of a judge, when I got in front of the DA, and all the things that were going on, there's a reason I hired a lawyer, because I didn't know. And when you don't know what you don't know. So in order to educate us, I think this is an important step. So can you guys join me in welcoming Steph Lombardo, ADA Steph Lombardo to the stage.
Thank you, Tavon, and thank you everyone for being present today. I know I speak for everyone at the DA's office that we are so happy that a forum like this exists, where all of us can come together and talk about real issues that affect us in the community, and the steps that we're taking to make York City and York County better, safer places for everyone. In the York County DA's office, I work as our Chief Deputy Prosecutor who oversees diversion efforts. And when I say I oversee diversion, I mean from pre-charge diversion efforts to keep people out of the juvenile and criminal justice system, to our ARD program to give low-risk, low-level offenders an opportunity to have a clean record, to our wellness courts, where we take our high-risk, high-needs population and give them that intensive supervision and treatment to keep them within the community. The York County District Attorney's Office takes its role as administrators of justice incredibly seriously. We know that justice looks different in every case, and our ultimate goal is to make sure that our community is safe. And when I say that justice looks different in every case, sometimes the just result is a long prison sentence. Sometimes the just result is intervention, treatment, rehabilitation, and all that leads to low recidivism rates, accountability, and public safety. What is public safety? At its core, it's about stability. It's knowing that there are options for you out there, be it economic options in terms of job growth and stable income. But it's also knowing that there are resources for you, that there's drug and alcohol counseling if you need it, or if you need help reaching out for Medicaid or other assistance programs. We know that the overwhelming majority of folks that are incarcerated will come back to their communities. So does it make sense from a community safety standpoint to work with those reentrants and help them become stable, to help them find what they need, be it access to job opportunities or recovery opportunities? Doesn't it make more sense to help someone get their Social Security card or help them find that interview outfit so they can become stable? This distinguished panel, these graduates from the School of Hard Knocks, have said better than I could ever say about the importance of community and coming back to a community that sees you as a person, that sees you as having worth and value, and having those options and resources available. We know that diversion and reentry work. We know they make communities safer. And I will tell you right now, I am an audio-visual person. I know you can all hear me. Lawyers are not quiet. But I have my chart down here, and what my chart shows, I didn't follow, is just the efforts that York County has made in making communities safer, in promoting justice, and promoting public safety. Since the late 90s, York County has made significant investments in diversion and prevention. These efforts include the creation and growth of the wellness courts, the expansion of pretrial diversion, the implementation of initiatives such as the Group Violence Intervention Initiative, the formation of partnerships such as the York Opioid Collaborative and the York County Reentry Coalition, and the development of community resources such as CARD, Community Action for Recovery and Diversion, and START, Specialized Treatment and Recovery Teams. These programs and others like them are spokes on the same wheel. They further the goals of public safety by addressing the factors that contribute to crime and offering the necessary supports and resources for folks in need. And the results? The results are pretty clear that these investments work. All right? My chart shows various factors that were monitored over a period of time. We see that probation caseloads are down 25% since 2009. New criminal cases are down 30% since 2009. Admissions into York County Prison are down 45% since 2010. And the York County Prison average daily population is down by 38% since 2009. Tavon spoke about the national averages for recidivism rates, and they're startling, aren't they? That over 2/3 of folks are going to recidivate and come back into the system. But what I know is that in York County, our recidivism rates are low. Lower compared to the national average, and lower compared to by neighboring counties. We're doing something right by investing in people and in opportunities and in public safety. I know I said in the beginning that sometimes the just result can be a long imprisonment sentence. I can tell you from personal experience, it is far more satisfying to see someone walk across the stage for a wellness court graduation than to send somebody upstate for 20 to 40 years. Unfortunately, in my role as a district attorney, sometimes that is what I must do. That the nature of the offense, or that someone has squandered other past opportunities, require that long sentence. But the York County District Attorney's Office is committed to diversion, to reentry, and keeping communities safe by uplifting everyone. Thank you, everyone.